Man, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We'll figure something out. I'll let you go.
Is everything all right? Is everything okay?
Even the thought of being in Greenview tonight made my brother sick.
I don't blame them.
I don't blame him at all. I don't want to be here either.
No.
But we got to figure something out.
I got an idea.
That's why you're the man. That's why you're the man.
I got it covered.
Listen, I don't care what Jordan Perry or the Prodigal Son or Spencer Powers have to say about it. Those bunch of idiots are not going to stop me from doing my job. Because I love pro wrestling now, but I specifically love Greenview way too much to let them keep him from doing his job. You don't mind, I'm going to sit down and do it for a little bit. But I am going to do my job for the rest of the night, but I'm not going to sit next to that no good Spencer Powers anymore. So, will you please welcome to help me out my new commentary partner, Big Man Jay. Wrestling fans, the following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Weighing in at 275 pounds, accompanied by the Shane Show, Devin O'Neal, and his tag team partner. Representing Wallace.
And what a way we bring it back to next.
wrestling fans? Well, we're back in the saddle for Pro Wrestling Now, Bulldog Brawl #2, and I am barely in an upright position. I don't need to explain why. We just saw what happened just before intermission. Being joined, however, now for the second half, the remainder of the show, by a good friend and colleague, the enthusiast, Big Man Chan.
Good evening, wrestling fans. One more way to bring it back to the action.
Originally, the O'Neal brothers were supposed to be part of this tag team match. Unfortunately, Devin O'Neal, I heard, has food poisoning, so the Shane Show, the man with the money, filled the spot with somebody who's already seen action earlier tonight. One half of the journeyman.
One half of the journeyman, Spencer Wallace.
Okay.
My apologies, Robert Leach. I got too excited. One half of the O'Neals looks like dominating here on the trauma units. Devontae Knox.
Stephen O'Neal double overhand chop. Devontae feeling the pain right now.
Oh, man. Just slapping the back to tag in. I wonder what Spencer Wallace is thinking.
Spencer Wallace, the new age animal, the son of George the Animal Steel Jr. The third, I believe.
Again, dominating.
Gotta break the hold. Referee made it to a count of 4, and now powering Devontae across the ring.
Dear Lord, the power of Spencer Wallace.
Tag back in from Stephen O'Neal.
Aggressive tagging, nonetheless.
And Stephen O'Neal trying to put Spencer Wallace in its place early on. This isn't going to be a successful outing if you guys are just going to argue all night long. And I've heard my fair share of arguing all night long with Spencer Powers earlier, and then I'm not even going to get into what we just went through again. But nice enziguri from Devontae Knox. Stephen O'Neal, who's had a lot of tag team action against Trauma Unit. Blockbuster from Devontae. Stephen O'Neal and his brother Devin in the cover. Stephen and his brother Devin have seen so much action in tag team matches against Trauma Unit across the Midwest. And tonight, Stephen O'Neal, no stranger to Trauma Unit, but Spencer Wallace for the first time setting foot across the ring. The journeymen have not had the chance to face Devontae and Theo quite yet. Oh, wow, what a flying crossbody.
And of course, the action comes your way. We advise these crowd members to move out of the way.
Stephen O'Neal thrown back into the ring. Devontae slides in. And now, tagging to Theo White for the first time in the matchup.
Trauma unit, big insult flip there.
Monkey flip. Into the splash. Super kick German. Theo is feeling the pain right now. And Spencer Wallace comes in now. Caught with a clothesline from Theo White. And his back just attacked the canvas. And I don't think that's exactly what he wanted to happen.
I think so either.
It sure is. And now Spencer Wallace is feeling the pain. Devontae Knox up on top of Theo White's shoulders. Oh, nice swanton. Huge leg drop from Theo.
Referee Jeff Jarris keeping a hold of the action here. Looks like we got Trauma Unit making their comeback here.
Bob Adams up on the apron, distracting the referee, and the Shane Show. The Shane Show putting his hands on Devontae, allowing Spencer Wallace to take advantage. Huge bulldog lateral press. Only the 2 count. Rob Adams not an official participant in this match. Spencer Wallace took the open spot that was left by the absent Devin O'Neal. However, Rob Adams still getting involved. It's essentially about 4-on-2 right about now, and all the cheating going on here tonight is just a little unnerving for me.
Will this arguing between Spencer Wallace and O'Neal be the end of this team? I just noticed another aggressive tag in. Oh, Devontae now. Big kicks.
Devontae, good move kicking those hamstrings. Stephen O'Neal cuts him back down. Huge vertical suplex. Good for the cover. Look at the outside leg. 2 count.
And again. This will probably end up biting them in the butt. Constant arguing, the aggressive tag-ins, big body slam. Spencer Wallace.
Scoop slam from Spencer, and now Spencer Wallace picking up Devontae. Knox, step up Enziguri. Spencer Wallace may have just forgotten where he was or what he was doing. Not quite yet. Spencer, like a new age animal would, picking that ankle and dragging his prey back into his corner.
Spencer Wallace back off the attack.
Nice elbow drop.
Absolutely, a beautiful elbow drop. Of course, Spencer Wallace chatting up and another aggressive tag in there.
These two can't decide. I guess they didn't have time to discuss a game plan. We just saw the payout happen during the entrance to the ring, so.
Goodness. Steven now picking up Devontae.
And Stephen O'Neal with a scoop slam.
Choking Devontae.
Nice chin lock applied, grounded on the mat here.
And just like you said, you didn't know if they had time to prepare a game plan. It seems Stephen O'Neal has his own game plan in mind here.
Devontae trying to fight back with elbows to the midsection. Stephen O'Neal again, clubbing blow cuts him back down.
The aggressive tag. This will end up biting them. This is getting to the point where it's getting too aggressive, and now see, look, they're shoving each other.
Shoving match between Spencer Wallace and Stephen O'Neal. Stephen not happy that his brother was unable to make it. Spencer sent into Stephen O'Neal off the drop kick from Devontae. Both opponents are down, and Theo White, House of Fire, coming in hot.
Here comes the big boy, Theo White, coming in off the ropes, big crossbody.
Theo White picking up Spencer Wallace, looking for the follow-away slam.
The strength of Theo White. Dear mighty.
Cover. 2 count. Watch Rob Adams on the outside here. Rob Adams thinking about getting involved.
Jeff Jarrett, keep an eye on manager at ringside.
Got quite the lip on him, Jeff Jarrett does. Oh! Spear from Theo White!
Out of nowhere. And here comes Rob Adams.
Rob Adams not happy. Off the spear to his the member of the tag team that he's representing, at least tonight. Theo out of the way. Spencer Wallace connects again with his tag team partner. Huge pump kick from Devontae, and Theo momentum spear.
1, 2, 3.